I wanted to make this presentation not a presentation of a company, because I do represent a company, but I wanted to make it a presentation of the possibilities this company is opening up here in Germany as a one-time, first of its kind opportunity for you guys through the work we're doing with the BIS since last year when I first met Chrissy. And we both said, this is, the Germans would say Faust and Augen, this is, it just fits, it's a perfect fit what we're doing. I was approached in 2014 now. I was approached in 2014 by someone I knew who was working for BMW here in Munich. And he said, Phil, I got a really good job for you. This job fits you perfectly. What you don't know about me is that I actually have a company in Düsseldorf, a company in Frankfurt that I was running at that time, and I said, I really don't need another job, but I would kind of like to get back to Munich, because I live here. And he says, well, the job is in Munich. Take a look at it, it's for you. So not really wanting a job, I went to the interview anyways, and one of the questions they asked me at the interview was, are you a maker? And I said, maker? Forget it. I'm a businessman, okay? My job is making business run and earning money. So they explained to me what MakerSpace should be, and MakerSpace is a place where you can come in, use all the machines, I'll show you later, and make anything you want. And how do we present that to the German environment, business, students, kids, home users, okay? Long story short, because I only have 20 minutes until we all can go have a cup of coffee. 3 interviews later, I said, okay, I'll take the job. So I turned over my 2 businesses in Düsseldorf and Frankfurt, let someone else run those, and jumped in full steam ahead into this job at MakerSpace. And remember, when we get to the end, I said I wasn't a maker, okay? Remember that at the close. So what is MakerSpace? MakerSpace is 1,500 square meters of space. I've had the fun and pleasure of spending 1.5 million euro buying equipment, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, okay? It's Christmas for grown men on steroids. You can buy anything you want as long as it fits a business line, okay? We've been building the MakerSpace since last year. We were able to open in June, presenting our first machines that were available for use. We were done in September. So we've been operating now for about a year full-time. And what we do is what is set up here, and I hate reading my own slides, but I forget what they said. We provide the equipment, the education, and the environment to let you build anything you want, okay? Anything you want. And I've got a bunch of stories which we'll get to along the way. Now, if we walk into some of the equipment we have, a laser cutter, okay? Laser cutters are the coolest machines ever, okay? Very easy to use. We got 3D printers. Everybody knows 3Ds. All this stuff you can use. We teach you how to use each one of these machines with a 3-hour course. And most people say, yeah, that's okay. 3 hours and I know how to use it. We go one step further, and I gotta see where they pop up. We got metalworking machines, metal lathes, metal grinders, okay? Now this is the fun part when you're working in Germany, and I want to follow up a little bit on what Chanel said before. Be courageous. Don't let people tell you what you can do, okay? Question everything that's put forward to you in life. When we were opening up our metal shop here in Germany, the Germans love metal, okay? Germans are great metal workers, compliment to them. They make great cars, and cars are made out of metal. But if you want to use a metal machine in Germany, you need to take 5 years of metal courses, have a university degree, you need to have a Meister. Okay, so I have all these metal machines, and the metal people walk in and go, oh, that's very cool, I can use that in my spare time. And I said, yeah, not only you who know how to do metal already, and I'll use Chanel, but Chanel, after 3 hours of training, is also allowed to use that machine. And when we were opening up, Phil, you can't do that. You can't let someone use a metal machine with only 3 hours of training. You're crazy. And I said, yeah, I'm crazy 7 days a week until 10 o'clock at night, okay? because we do this every week. The most important thing here is that when we're doing this, we're only offering you this much of the iceberg, okay, which is called metalworking. We are teaching you, and this is our joke, there's a lot of dark humor in the business, we're teaching you how not to cut off your finger, okay? And we're teaching you the 3 basic ideas of how to use this machine, which is you put a groove in it, you put a hole in it, and you cut it off, okay? If you want to learn more, come back and learn more. If you don't want to learn more, we taught you everything you need to know to make that metal part you need. What is really exciting is you see that in most people, human nature, your curiosity is going to drive you to want to learn more anyways, okay? Now I see some of the kids back there, not really, I really don't want to learn any more math than I need to. But when you get into this fun stuff sawing, metalwork, and not just, 2 + 3 pi squared to the 15th degree, how am I ever going to use this? When you start to learn stuff that will let you make things, and this is the big movement, because making things, which is a maker space, is fun again. You're getting away from doing SMSs, all the good stuff you do on your iPhone, and you're making things, and you're seeing, with the more knowledge, the more skills you have, that you can make more things, okay? And we have seen in MakerSpace that just by offering these 100-level courses, freshman-level courses, that people come back and want to take the sophomore-level courses, the junior-level courses. They are making cool things. I have a guy in there who came in, had never used a metal lathe before, and is making things on the metal lathe, which I think he should be a metal meister to do it. He just comes in every day and plays a little bit and experiments a little bit. Now, he cannot go out and get a job being a metal meister. He's not a metal meister, but he can come in and make anything he wants at our place. So if we keep walking through a little bit, metal is cool, wood's even cooler, but wood's easy, okay? If you want to make something, start with wood. If you want to join 2 pieces of metal together, you need to take a welding class. If you want to join 2 pieces of wood together, buy glue, okay? It's easy. So start with wood. We're giving you textiles. And I'll give you a funny story, because when we were opening up the MakerSpace, I was really busy. I was being a good macho kind of guy, okay? My testosterone was way up there. I need my metal machines. I need my wood making machines. The sewing corner, that can wait, okay? Until a 18-year-old male walked in and said, "Phil, when are you going to buy the sewing machines?" And I said, "When are you going to get a life?" Okay? And I said, "What do you need a sewing machine for?" And he was making a robot, okay? Now you got to remember, if you don't know, I didn't mention it, we're up in the Technical University of Munich and Garching campus, so we got a lot of students coming in and out. And he said, "I'm making a robot," and in a robot, in the human body, bones are connected to bones by tendons, okay? Tendons, okay? In a robot, those tendons are pieces of fabric, and they hide in the fabric the wires, okay? So you need, and I didn't know this, you need a sewing machine to make a robot. And he was at the point in this robot building that he needed a sewing machine. So yeah, I went out and spent 30,000 euro buying sewing machines, which I never thought I would do in my life, okay? But we got them now. The good news is there, now that we have the sewing machines, and I'll close up, we've got the electronics corner, okay? I'll bring them all together at the end. Electronics corner, you can test and measure all your electrical currents. I'm not a big electronics person. We can actually make PC boards, okay? You can actually make your own boards there now. And with the combination of the electronics corner, with the textile area, and bringing Adidas from Nuremberg on board as a partner, we are now big into wearables, okay? If you know what a wearable is a combination of clothing with electronics. The first wearable ever were those annoying shoes that kids would wear, and as they walked, they would light up, okay? That was the first wearable ever, okay? So now we are actually working with Adidas to make wearables, okay? We are providing an environment where people can make prototypes and experiment with products. So if you are a student and you have a really cool idea for a wearable, a shirt that might light up when you sneeze, okay? And you laugh. Nothing is stupid if it works, okay? That's a big statement in the maker scene. If it works, it's not stupid, and don't ever tell anybody who has an idea that's stupid, it'll never work, because you will be the person laughing when they come back and show you that it did work, and they are now millionaires, okay? So our people come in, and they use all the equipment we have to make anything they want. How should that inspire you? In Germany, it's really different, okay? In Germany, I've told you before, I get told all the time, you can't teach someone in 3 hours to use a metalworking machine. You can't let someone who's never used a circular table saw in your wood shop. Well, we do it all the time, okay? And you can't let young people make products that they have no idea how to make. That's what companies are there for, okay? But that's what we're here for. We're here to turn that around, okay? Big companies, I work for them, I'm a big fan of them, there's a place for them, but big companies have such a long product cycle development to bring a new product to market that they're missing the innovation, okay? I mentioned before in my interview, they asked me if I was a maker. I said no. I have now come to realize 18 months later that I'm a maker and that you're all makers, okay? Everyone is a maker, and the ideas you have to make something usually get knocked down by telling a friend. That's a stupid idea. By looking at your seller saying, I don't have the tools to make that, or you don't have any time, okay? So we can't get rid of your friends. We can't help you get more time, but we're providing you with the tools to make this stuff. And the really cool thing is, and I think that's my next slide, I wanted to bring a few examples of what has been happening in the makerspace since we opened, okay? This is a professional company, okay, but started by a bunch of students who came out to us. Their idea was to build a product because one of them had had a summer job working for Amazon in the warehouse. Okay, got to give you all the facts. And he thought it was really stupid in Amazon in the warehouse to take a piece of a box off the shelf, pull his barcode reader out of his belt, read the barcode, put the barcode reader back in his belt, and put the box in the transporter. Okay? Key here, key point. He found a problem that bothered him. He really didn't care if it was bothering Amazon or not, but he said, this bothers me, it's a waste of time. Okay? Key point number one. If it bothers you, it's bothering somebody else too. Okay? So if you find something you can improve, figure that if you improve it, somebody else will want to have it too. Okay? So he developed this idea that if you can build that barcode reader into the glove in the hand that you use to grab the product, you can go up now with your glove, bing, barcode, read it, grab, pull that. Get rid of this whole movement of the barcode reader, pistol as we call it, okay? So they came in, and I think there's a good picture of it. I don't know, yeah. Actually, it's the next slide. There you see it even better. Okay. So that's the glove. That's the barcode reader here with a display. And that's the barcode reader laser that goes out, okay? So they built this. They were one of the first people to build something by us, okay? And you gotta remember, these are kids, okay? They're university kids, okay? They're about 20, 22 years old. They started building it. Their first product was a golf glove they bought at the golf store, okay? The first shell they made here was made on a 3D printer with nothing in it, just a show product, okay? A prototype is sometimes just a show product. Imagine if you would, if this would work, would you buy it, okay? It went on and on and on. Long story short, so I've got two other examples to show you here. They got $4 million of financing last year from Amazon to take this product further, because Amazon now said, doing this costs 10 seconds per box. Time is money. If we can get those 10 seconds down to 3 seconds of only doing, we can save money. So we developed something that now Amazon is interested about. BMW is also interested in this product because they figure In the glove here, there's also a GPS, okay? So if you're building a car and you go to get that piece, the thing will say, no, wrong bin. It'll blink red. The right bin, save bad parts, bad grabs, okay? Developed by a bunch of kids in MakerSpace. Kids, students. This is the funnest one right now. We do makeathons, hackathons, call them whatever you want. We call them think, make, start. Think about a product, make the product, start a company, okay? That's what we call our makeathons. These guys came out, at that time, freshmen in the TU, and in a 5-day period, think about a product, prototype it, and present it at the end. And presenting at the end, you're presenting it to big companies like BMW and whatnot. So they came in and their idea was we could save money. It's always save money, okay? It's like presenting yourself in a business in your CV, your job interview. How can I save you money? How can I make you money? And they figured if they could put a parking spot sensor into the parking garages and get rid of those sensors that measure if the parking spot is occupied at the top, put it on the floor with no wiring, energy harvesting, keyword, okay? That they could save money, wiring, and whatnot. So they developed this in 5 days, a prototype that worked, okay? If you drove your car over it, it sent a sensor up with no wire to a receptor, and that receptor said that place is now occupied. So, cool idea. Day is over. They present this. BMW happens to be sitting in the audience, and BMW said, that is a really cool idea. Now, these kids are only there to have fun, kill a week, okay? Young kids love to go to hackathons, makeathons. BMW said, it's a really cool idea. And why does BMW need a parking spot sensor? Because BMW is going into electronic automobiles. Electronic automobiles need parking spaces in downtown Munich that have Ladestation. What is that in English? Charging station, thank you. Okay, yeah. They need one charging station. If you are driving a normal gas car and you're looking for a parking spot, you drive until you find one. If you're driving an electronic car and you're looking for a parking spot and it says you have 5 minutes of power left, you better find a parking spot fast, okay? You don't have time to be looking that far. So BMW wanting to push their electronic automobiles, wanting to push their charging stations and get this into downtown Munich said, if we can put these sensors on these parking spots, and the parking spot will tell the I3 where the next station is that's free, it would help promote our electronics. So, these guys now, 12 months later, 21 years old, the CEO of a company called ParkHere, that's the name of his company, negotiating with BMW, okay? The last one. There's always make money, or help the world, okay? And now we go back to the Southern Hemisphere. I know I get a connection to the Southern Hemisphere here now. Nigeria, where's the Senegal? Has a problem, Senegal. There's electricity in Senegal, that's no problem. Getting electrical contracts to people and having them pay and turning the power on and off seems to be the problem, okay? So this company said, we will give people in Senegal power, and as soon as it's kind of like a pay-as-you-go telephone card, okay? So you buy 50 bucks of power, we'll give you this box outside your house, then when the 50 bucks is up, the box gets turned off and you can't use any power anymore. As soon as you reload your card, we'll turn the power back on for you. Sounds really easy here in Western Europe, okay? We'll just drive out and flick a switch. In Senegal, some of these people live alone miles from the next place. So this box has been developed in MakerSpace, okay? Being sold through a company called Bonergie to the Senegal government, power company, whatever. And what that allows you to do is, through GPS, turn this machine on and off based on a bank transaction, okay? Helping the people of Senegal get power, but paying for it, okay? So those are a lot of things that are happening. How much time do I have left? One last story? Okay. Christy knows my stories. Call it one and he'll talk for 5 minutes. So what's the main thing? What's the most inspiring thing? What have I learned in the past 12 months? You don't need to be perfect to make a prototype, okay? Make it, try it, test it, okay? Don't let your grandfather tell you what to do. My kid's grandfather hates me, okay? Because I tell my kids who are 23 and 25, if you do something stupid with 2 years of your life, it'll at least make your resume look good, because other people aren't doing stupid things, aren't taking risks, and companies are looking for risk things. If you at 18 go to a job interview at 25 and they ask you, why are you joining the work market so late? And your answer is, well, I tried to start a company when I was 21. Guess what? You'll get the job, okay? So try risky things. Have an idea, and don't let your friends tell you it's stupid, okay? Start to build it. Build it out of wood, see if it works. Keep trying. Don't listen to Opa, okay? Change jobs frequently is another one of my mottos, which doesn't go over well with parents, okay? If you're 21 and you get your first job, you will not retire at that company. I will promise you that today, okay? So get a job, get your first job, get experience, and move on. Try to build something, see if it works, move on, sell it to somebody. The stupidest thing, and my absolute last story, and this is my own personal, the first thing I made, I wear glasses. I drive a car, which means when I drive a car, I need to change sunglasses with seeing glasses all the time. In my car, there is no good place for me to put my sunglasses, and it bothered me. So one time I figured that if I could find a way to make a hanger in the vent, which is right there on top of my radio, for my sunglasses, okay, I could do this. Well, I got a 3D printer, so I said, okay, clip. I saw a clip from the, you know, the stupid little air conditioner things you stick on the clip is what I like, but I'm missing the circle. I made the circle on a 3D printer, so now I have a sunglass holder in my car, and I just keep doing this, on and off, on and off. Now, one day when I have time, see, time is always a problem, I'll probably go to a company and say, you want to buy this? I have no time to market it. But the key thing is, it bothered me. And if anyone else in here wears glasses, I'll probably guess that it bothers half of you too, that you have no place to hang your glasses in your car. Okay? So that's the last point. If it bothers you, it bothers somebody else. Find a way to make it, test it. There's money to be made out there in making anything. But more importantly is, it'll give you a feeling, and it's a really cool feeling. If you ask a maker what he's making, bring a half an hour with you, because they will always want to tell you what they're making, why they're making it, and why it's so cool. The last slide is my contact details, and I think we're done there. Okay? Thanks for listening.